The skywalk at the Duluth Airport has a new look. Airport leaders gathered for a special grand opening of a new art exhibit which features bright colors both inside and outside of the skywalk. Take a look at that. Mastermind behind the project, Leonardo Boughton, says at times traveling can be stressful and wanted to lower that anxiety by creating a space filled with bright colors, as you see here, and joy. And Boughton says that it isn't just about what you see, but also what you hear.
So wherever you're walking past, that activates that part of the sound. And if people are coming in from both areas, it becomes a bit symphonic. It's very fun how it changes.
Oh, that is so fun. In addition to being an auditory experience, the colors inside the skywalk actually change every single minute, creating a new vibrant experience every time you pass through the skywalk at the airport.
Anything to make air travel less stressful. I'm 100% for.
Yeah, and I bet all the little travelers are going to love just dancing and skipping across the skywalk.
Yeah. Like a
Just to
hopscotch
make
back
the
in the day.
music.
You miss your flight. You're having so much fun with that.
No.